Hey guys, this is Zaidi, and today I will be talking about topic 1.1 in calculus. On this problem, there's actually three parts. It is A, B, and C, but for now, at the moment, we're just gonna be talking about part A, and then so on. We'll talk about B when we're done with part A. Okay, so now let's read the problem. A soccer player's kicks attempts can be modeled by K, where K parentheses G parentheses is the total number of made kicks during the season, and G is the number of games for 0 less than equal to G less than equal to 82. Okay, so the most important part you need to think about is the substitutions. Now first is K. That's a big letter we need to think about, and G, which is the number of games. So K will be the made of kicks that the soccer players have made, and G would be the number of games. Okay, so and the third most important part I forgot to talk about is this less than equal to G less than equal to 82. So now let's talk about part A. What does K parentheses 50 represent? Now, K50 would mean that, so K would be into kicks. Is that correct? Yes, it is. So K is basically the made of kicks that were modeled by the soccer players. And by that, it's multiplied by 50. So if you think about it, that would mean that would mean there were 50 kicks that were made, or a number of kicks that were made through 50 games. You see what I mean by there? So let's say that the number of kicks that were made through 50 games. And that would be for part A. Okay, so this is the part B of the question, and it says, what does K parentheses 50 parentheses minus K times by 0 divided by 50 minus 0? So, this should be just one symbol. Anyways, so they're asking, what does this equation represent? So let's talk about the representation we need to think, right? So let's see. Now I kind of see a rate of change between K50 minus K0, and then it doubles again with 50 minus 0 without the kicks multiplied. So now, because of how it is set up as like K on the top, there's no K on the bottom, which means that there's no kicks on the bottom, but there was kicks on the first 50 games for the through the 50 games like we did last time. There were a number of kicks that were made through 50 games because it was K times by 50. Now it's the same thing, but they added more to it, except minus K times by 0, 50 minus 0. Alright, so because of that, we're gonna say that the average rate of change of kicks made per game for the first 50 games. So that would make more sense, because since it's an average of change, there were kicks made per game for the first 50 games. Okay, so let's go to part C. Okay, so this is part C of the question. So it says, what does K times by 50 minus K 49.999 50 divided by 50.49.999. Now this is basically an estimated kind of setup, as you can kind of see, because of the 49.999, which basically means 50 to be exact. So as you see, it kind of shows like an approximate or like an estimated kind of range. So I'm gonna say that because of how this is set up and how that represents, it kind of see I kind of see an approximated kind of rate of change due to the division or the fraction between 49.999 divided by 49.999, especially with k times 50. So we can say that the estimated, or you can say approximate, does not really matter. The estimated rate of change of kicks made, oh, sorry about that, let's just cross that out, made per game on the 50th game. So I say that because you see over here it says basically a 50th, right? 49.99 is 50, also with the bottom two. So you see it just shows like estimated kind of change that of kicks that were made per game on the 50th game. So that would be all the parts that we included. Thank you for watching and listening.